So, we ended up getting them to turtle, whether you did it with your ghost escape or that double under where you make them roll. We end up hip to hip, okay? Staying close, hip to hip. I'm off my knees, that way I can press into him. If he moves, I can follow him, okay? And from here, the arm that would be either cupping the hip or the thigh, it's gonna shoot through the armpit, right here, right by his neck. So right when I get it to there, I go gable, and then I chop down like I'm using the school paper cutter here. But I'm still staying tight here, because if I have any space here, he's probably gonna dig an underhook, get away, whatever. So when I get here, I'm almost putting my ear on his back and driving my shoulder into it. Putting the weight on his neck, making that blood fill up into his neck. And then from here, I'm pressing down, and then I'm gonna press over with my shoulder. Go here, here. Yeah. So I stay tight that whole time. I don't want to shoot this super deep for my Darce, because then it's just putting a lot of pressure like back here. Almost just put my thumb on the back of his neck. That's where I want it. I go here. So I dropped him, I slide this in right here. But I still have my thumb like right there. That way when I start to raise that up, it'll hit that carotid. So here, here. Right? I like to put pressure here. Jake might actually have some other tips, but I put pressure in, I draw this shoulder up, and then I give it a little squeeze, and then I rock the baby. Here. For me, a lot of times, like the Darce choke's either going to be a perfect choke, or it's going to be a neck choke. Same for you, like
it depends on the body type.
Yeah, like their body type can change it completely, but really a tap's a tap. So with this one, like if you can get the choke and you can put him to sleep, it's even better. But sometimes it's going to be a crank. But it's something good to tell your partner once you tap. You're like, yeah, it's more of a crank. See if you can adjust it a little bit and try to figure out that sweet spot. Because this one, like, for the longest time, people would hit me with the Darce, but it'd be pure crank. But certain people, like Jake, hit me with the Darce, it was a choke. So
it's just getting an angle lined up on the carotid.
Yeah.
Try to, you have to adjust where your forearm lands on their neck if you want to strangle.
So, and it's not just squeeze. I like to draw this shoulder up so it brings this forearm into that carotid, and like I'm rocking a baby, I go like towards his body. I go here. So, hip to hip, like I'll kind of like start pressing down here when I shoot this. When I chop down, I push into him, because like I could try and finish it here, it's probably not going to work. I've never been finished with the Darce at that point. But I want to put him down. That way I can use my body weight on this arm too. Finish that arm triangle. Here, I like my thumb right there on the back of the neck. Shoot it in. And then I draw my right shoulder up. So the inside shoulder. And then squeeze and rock the baby. Okay. So it will take a little playing with just to really get it down. But the biggest thing is getting them on their side, putting that pressure on that arm. This is an arm triangle, but it's a modified arm triangle. And then trying to get all those things in place.
Flexing helps too, to add more to the squeeze. You're doing the squeezing, but then you also make sure to flex your muscles too. That just tightens it up even more.
With that space.
Now, if you know you have your angle right, just if you have more room to move your arm up your tricep even more once you get it locked in, you're just trying to make that triangle as small as possible around their arm and neck. So the smaller you can make that triangle, the better it's going to be. Like a lasso.
What kind of questions you got? On 3. 1, 2, 3.